Ascended Masters Podcast.
Welcome to Ascended Masters Podcast today. My name is Nyriq Johnson, produced by Kwasim Dent, the co-host. He's behind the screens today. He's here to help us to grow and build. Today we focusing more on healing and building at the same time to be able to move forward in a positive direction. I'm here with Young Moo today.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
He's a great young man from out of the Bronx, New York. He into the schools. He talking and motivating and pushing our culture forward in a positive direction, and very very impactful. He impacting adults and the youth, like and in between. Like he's touching every age group, and he's making a change in the community consistently, and he's showing vulnerability, that it's okay to be vulnerable to the world. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I commend you for that.
I appreciate it.
The world know you as Young Moo, right?
Yeah.
I want you to introduce yourself today.
Okay.
Your name, your birth name.
All right. So my birth name is Jarren, Jarren, Jarren Grant. But my mom's growing up, she'll call me Moo Moo. So as I got older, because I started doing music, I dropped one Moo, added the Young and Young Moo. You know what I mean? So I ran with that. And at first they was making fun like cow, but then I started to get a name for myself. Now it's more so like, all right, that's Young Moo.
For sure.
So,
that's how you got your name.
Yeah, that's how I got my name. My mom's
carried you to now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
the world know you. The world know you for that name now. I'm aware that you recently just lost your brother.
Yeah, my twin brother.
Yeah, you lost your twin brother to gun violence. I want you to explain how impactful that was on you, and how you was able to move forward and take that negative energy and be able to cultivate it into positivity to be able to pour into others.
Okay. So when it first happened, I was shocked. You know what I mean? Like to this day, I still ain't accept what happened. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like a different battle every day. But as far as me, just staying positive and not crashing out and what they call get back. He left behind 2 kids. I got a 10-year-old nephew and an 8-year-old niece, and I also have a son of my own. And just seeing my mom's cry on that hospital floor that night, November 27th, and seeing her scream and cry and on her knees, and there's nothing that I could do as her son to help her, I would never want to put her through that pain again. So I try to do things every single day, no matter how I might feel, to just put a little bit of, even if it's a little bit, just make her feel good or better, just a little bit. So I put myself last, and I put my mom's and his kids first.
Nah, for sure. So you putting your family first. How is that impacting you? Like putting your family first. I recently went through a situation. I lost my cousin last year. And, my condolences to you also,
appreciate
bro.
It,
you
appreciate
already know.
It,
my bad for.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
We definitely had a couple conversations, and I expressed that to you. But to express that to you now is very important to both of us. You feel me?
Yeah.
I took a loss of my cousin last year, and the space in which that put me in, as far as sacrificing, putting my emotions to the back, and suppressing that energy to be able to deal with everybody else's emotions around me, like to be the man, like, you feel what I'm saying? And I was the closest person to him, similar to your situation.
Right.
And so it affected me. I feel like I can't say that because we all family, so I'm gonna rephrase that. It definitely affected me hard, and in that moment in time, I felt like it impacted me harder than everybody else.
Yeah.
And when I finally had the opportunity to be able to release and be able to put that on the forefront, I didn't understand how much I was really holding in that moment in time. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, how much it really affected me because I was being so strong. So I guess when I'm asking you, basically, like, how was that going for you, being strong and being able to be there for his kids and your mother and your older brother and just your family? Like, I'm sure you're in contact with his baby mom and helping everybody walk through it. So
everybody, it's hard, and I feel like this might be the hardest thing, other than accepting it. And I say that is because when you put yourself last and you got to put everybody before you, you're not allowing yourself to, release. You're not allowing yourself. It's like it's so much built up anger. I found myself not crying for a couple of days, and then by the third day, I feel angry, I feel anxious, I can't stop moving. It's like I'm wondering, like, what's going on? Like, why I feel this way? Then I remember, damn, it's because I ain't cried in 3 days. I ain't cried in 2 days, so it affects me. But at the same time, it's more so of like, when I'm so like talking to the youth, so even being here, you know, like I said, I'm honored to be here because I feel like my message, you know, is important, but, you know, we'll get to that. But as far as, like, you know, I'm able to be distracted, you know, so sometimes throughout my day, I'm not even thinking about my brother or the person that did it or the people that I got to watch over because of, you know, the issues he had on, you know, on certain blocks. I'm busy, you know, in other states and in schools doing positive stuff. So it's like I don't even, you know, allow myself to even get in that box in my room crying all day. You know what I mean, so I'm staying distracted. So it's like sweet but better at the same time.
Kind of using certain things, productive things.
Yeah, productive, absolutely.
To kind of distract you from feeling certain emotions all the time.
Right, absolutely.
And, it's hard to take that energy and be able to put it out there positively.
Yeah.
So I commend you for that, and that's like super major. I wanted to ask you, with the youth, right? I feel like a lot of youth nowadays, they lack emotional intelligence, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And, you just stated that you cry, that sometimes you need to cry. How important is it for you to release, to be able to cry from not doing other things, like from not being able to, like, if you don't cry, what do you feel like that will cause you to do?
Yeah, it's something I might regret, to be honest. I feel like crying plays a very huge part in why I stay sane.
Yeah,
because
sure.
I notice, like, whenever I cry, I feel better. You know what I mean? I feel a lot, like, in that moment, I feel a lot better, you know? So, like I said, if I don't cry, if I don't let it out, I get angry. You know, I start hitting up certain girls I shouldn't even be hitting up. I mean, I feel vulnerable, you know what I mean, desperate. So, for the most part, yeah, when I let it out, I feel more like I relax. I feel like I ain't bad, you know, I feel good.
I could relate to that a lot. I went through that also, but I feel like I went through that in a different standpoint. Coming home from prison, I feel like I took a couple of losses as far as like people that I was close with, and just trying to figure things out on my own. You feel me? Like realizing that wasn't nobody coming for help. We just was having a conversation about that, and realizing that wasn't nobody coming for help, and that it was just me, and I was alone, and the decisions that I make, I'm going to have to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point in time, like, crying was super important to me too. It still is. You feel what I'm saying? I feel when I need to cry.
You cry, yeah.
And at one point in time, I was crying for no reason. Like I thought it was no reason, but it was like from all the years of not crying while I was incarcerated.
Damn.
It was a release. Like, it was like a water fountain, bro. Like, I couldn't turn it off. I just continuously was crying, like, to the point to where I was crying in front of females.
And yeah, like that.
They knew me for being a certain way.
Right.
I feel like who I was rather than who I became.
Yeah.
And I feel like that started to push them away from me because they was nervous. Like, they was scared of me being vulnerable and actually showing that I'm human. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they so used to me always having a strong exterior and being strong. Like, and I definitely know it's times when to cry and times when not to cry. Times when I got to be strong.
Yeah.
How can you give the youth, like, what's your method of knowing when to be strong and when to be vulnerable when it comes to having to be strong for your family and your friends, and knowing when you need that release for yourself and you need this time to be able to heal, because crying is cleanser of the soul.
Yeah, absolutely. So me personally, it's like this, right? So anybody around me, they know my situation. And when my brother first passed, and I say it online, I say it all the time, I slept with over 20 females, just being so vulnerable, desperate of attention, and being afraid to, you know, sleep alone at night. So, like, now, anybody that's around me understands, like, I'm going to cry in front of you. And I don't even care about it. You feel me? And if you love me the way you say you love me, if it's a cousin or a friend, anybody, then you should understand. And you should do anything in your power, like, to try to, you know, make me comfortable, make me feel like it's okay to cry around you. Because I caught myself when I was, you know, dealing with different females after my brother passed. I'm showing emotions, and they like, you know, they know my brother just passed, but they don't understand, you know? So it's like, it's important that once you, like, somebody close to you pass away, like, you'll be grieving forever. So it's important for the youth, for anybody my age or older, for you to surround yourself around people that might not understand what you're going through, you know, personally, but they kind of have an idea like, he's not going to be okay sometimes. That's why right now for me as a relationship now, like back then when I was dating, it was most of like I want a female like this, that, third, and the third. But now it's like I need a female to understand. It might be days I don't even want you around me. You feel me? I want to be by myself. So it's like, you know, and I pray on that. I pray for, you know, one day that God, he just give me, you know, direct a female that's understanding. Maybe she might not have lost a sibling or anybody, but she's like, nah, okay, yeah, this is a strong black man. Even though he's, you know, he's dealing with grief, he's still making a change in the community. She's still going to work every day. He's still editing these videos, and some days he's not going to be okay, and that's okay. And she has to understand that. And I think that I'm cheating anything. Yeah, so, you know, it's gonna be, you know, and you said that, you know, you lost people, you know, incarcerated. And I want to ask you, like, do you feel like you didn't, you wasn't able to cry because of your environment, because of who was around?
Honestly, yeah. I feel like I definitely wasn't. I suppressed a lot of shit, and I honestly feel like right now, that's why I still do it. I still do it at times, but now I'm just more aware of when I'm doing it. Like when I was in prison, I feel like it was I feel like I wasn't human. Honestly, I was numb to so much to the point to where it was like I didn't have an understanding, honestly. Like, I didn't want to understand what it was. Like, I always had, I was opinionated and judgmental. So I was really judging people. And when certain things happen, my way of coping in that moment of time was to judge it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to understand what it is that you're going through or why you did what you did.
Right.
I feel like you did it because it is. Like, and you should have did it this way. Why didn't you do it like this? Like, I was being judgmental and trying to be controlling rather than, but that was a coping mechanism. That was me basically, like, it was me running from that trauma. You feel what I'm saying? To get an understanding. And it's crazy because when I came home, all of that I was running from, all of that released, it came out. And like my man, one of my mans, I just recently met his mom, but just hearing her voice and having that reminder of him, like it was times where I cried to my mother. You feel what I'm saying? Because it was like I kind of put that weight on my shoulders as far as like if I would have got home sooner, maybe I could have pushed them into a different direction instead of accepting that it's the cutter. Like it was written already. You feel what I'm saying? So what happened was meant to happen. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, and it saved my life, honestly. Like his passing honestly saved my life because it made me realize that outside wasn't as important as I thought it was. You feel what I'm saying? It happened to two different people back-to-back years. You feel what I'm saying? So two of my friends went home after being incarcerated for years, and both of them ended up getting killed like in the span of like 5 to 6 months. But that outlook changed the way that I think. It changed the way that I move. And it made me realize that I got to be better. You feel what I'm saying? If I go out there and I don't accept my journey, like I've been pushing positivity even in prison. You feel what I'm saying? Like changing and constantly working on myself and constantly growing to the point to where if I go against this, if I go home and go against this, nothing is going to work. It's not going to work. And when I got out here, I got to see that everything that I was doing outside of that wasn't working. So to me, that lead up to the question, a question I got for you as far as when it comes to, like, I see you stated the females, like when it comes to women, that's something that you dealt with as far as when it comes to decision making, as far as like comfortability, being able to find comfort, as far as that's something that I dealt with also around the time my cousin passed. But trying to find that comfort and how did losing your brother affect your decision making? Like, you feel what I'm saying? In certain situations, to be able to like to give the youth understanding, to let them know that things may go wrong. You feel what I'm saying? But similar to what I just said, once you're on a certain journey, try to stay on that journey and be consistent and persistent, so you can get what's out there for you. You feel me? So you can receive your blessings. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of running the opposite way.
My brother passing, especially, you know, us being twins, you know, same age and growing up with each other. You know, you expect to grow old with this person. You know, I expected, you know, I seen, you know, he was doing certain things in the streets. You know, I seen him, you know, troll certain people. I seen certain people troll him. But when it happens and he's gone and you feel that cold, his body cold, and you calling his name, they unzip the body bag and he's not responding and he got a tube down his mouth and you like, damn, like this is it. It's like my mom changed. Like I used to go to clubs and drink and somebody look at me, I'm on like, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? I got a point to prove or but it's like, cause even having a son, you know, even having my little mans, I still had that mindset to a certain extent. Yeah, my son, my son came and it made me, you know, think wiser, but death really was like, all right, bro, this can happen. Like, you know, cause I've been in plenty funerals, but when it hit home and it hit close to you, you know, you seen somebody from diapers to now, it's like you really think like, nah, like, I don't care. I don't even want to do music no more. And I'm really talented. I'm really, you know, I have over millions of, you know, streams, but just for the simple fact that nowadays, if you make it in music, you get shot in the head just for, you know, not even jacking nothing. And so I'd rather be a streamer, like constant anthem. I don't never hear streamers, you know, getting shot or nothing. You feel me? So it's like my way of thinking, I don't mind. You call me, I'm pussy then. You know, I go to the gym, I don't have nothing to prove. You know what I mean? So it's like, I try to build that confidence, got my confidence up. At first, when I started to get my weight up, I'm like, yeah, I'm big now. Yeah, let a nigga play me, you know? Now it's like, I would rather be called pussy, but I get to go home to my son.
Nah, for sure.
I get to, you know, eat food again. I get to, you know, put out more content and, you know, stuff like that. So, like, my entire mindset changed. Everything about, you know, it's just like, my brother not coming back. You know, like, I walk around, his cremations is there. Some days be good. My mom, she go on vacation. Tomorrow she leaves. You know, vacation coming up and all that, she still grieves, she still cries. Or some days she might be happy. So it's like, damn, like if I go, she's gonna be double fucked, you know, because that's her twin boys. So it's like, I'm good, you know. I'm absolutely like my mindset changed as far as just like, you know, feeling like I gotta prove anything. I'd rather be called, oh yeah, you pussy. Especially like, and guys, you know, I tell them all the time, like if you're dealing with a female and you feel like you gotta act a certain way to impress her, you don't need to be with that person. You don't need to, because that'll get you killed.
Nah, for sure.
Any female that's a woman that understands what it is to be a man, she's not gonna even want you to involve yourself in certain shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? But like, I got jumped by 10 guys, you know, years ago because I'm like, all right, if I back down, and the girl I was with, she was masculine as hell. So I'm like, if I back down, she's gonna, next argument, but you ain't do that to them, I should have been left.
Nah, for sure.
I should have been left. So my way of thinking, my way of choosing, everything changed, you know, and I will defend myself if I have to. But if I don't have to and I can avoid it, I'm gonna avoid it at every cost.
Yeah. So you feel like the passing of your brother gave you foresight, help you be able to, and emotional intelligence, help you gain more emotional intelligence to be able to think for others, and be able to move different, move a lot smarter. I'm correct?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, absolutely.
What I'm hearing,
absolutely.
Like that's major, and I honestly feel the same way. I got a question for you. Do you feel like energy is real?
Yeah, very.
Right. And this weekend I just had a situation to where I met my man mom and for the first time since I've been home, and I felt like it wasn't me. Like I felt like my man was in the room with me and told me to get up and get out the bed and go see my mom. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Like I felt like she needed me there. Do you feel like there's moments in time where you may not be feeling the best, or you may be going through certain things, like as far as like with my cousin also, like I run from him, honestly. Our connection was so tight that sometimes I could feel his presence and I run from him instead of embracing it. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't want to face that hurt.
It's hard.
And like even being around his son, it hurts me. You feel what I'm saying? But it gives me more patience, and I feel like it makes me stronger.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So I guess what I'm saying with that, as far as like, do you feel like it's moments in time where you may not be feeling the best and you may be going through certain things throughout your day?
Yeah.
And you feel your brother energy, not outside, not anybody, like your friends, and not them telling you, get up and keep going, my brother, but feeling him, like, and him, like, it's kind of like him telling you, like, yo, get up, bro, like, what you doing, like, and you might just laugh, like, damn, like, I gotta get to it today.
Hell yeah, bro. And you nailed it when you said you run away from it, because to this day I sleep with the lights on. I haven't slept with the lights off since my brother passed.
No, for sure.
At all, because it's like I'm scared to have a dream and think about him. I'm scared to be alone by myself. You know, I went to Mama Love crib. You know what I mean? Like with her the entire. So, I recently got arrested for the first time ever. Recently, I'm 30 years old. I never got put in handcuffs. Never went to the precinct, and that's rare.
Yeah.
And you know, I told the story online. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but make a long story short, I met a shorty. And I'm gonna answer your question, but I'm gonna give like a little insight so that way you can kind of understand.
You fine.
I met a shorty. You know, she wanted some perks. I don't sell drugs. I go to the gym. I'm at a gym head. Call my mans up. Yeah, he got him. Next thing you know, she was a cop the entire time. So I'm like, damn. And now I'm getting fingerprinted, mugshot pictures. And the entire time while I'm in that cell amongst like 8 other people smoking cigarettes around me, I don't even smoke cigarettes, nothing. I just got my brother in my head, and he's telling me like, yo, bro, you're gonna be good, bro. You're gonna get out. But listen, let this be a lesson, bro. You feel me? Like, let this shit teach you, bro. Like, cause he been booked, but he never like did time, but he been in and out of bookings since he was 15. So I hear him, and I'm thinking like, damn, like this is the type of shit in the cells that he was in. You know, I start thinking about him, and my mind, I hear him telling me like, yo, bro, you good, gang. Like, relax, bro. Just chill, bro. You feel me? Just relax. So in that, I needed that, you know. And what hurt the most is like, I couldn't even go home to tell him what happened. You feel me? And situations like that, I'd be like, yo, bro, you won't believe what happened, bro. Like, I sold perks to a cop, bro. He like, yo, bro, you wildin', bro. Like, you wildin', bro. Like, nigga think he Big Meech or somebody. You think you try to take, you know what I mean? And he would have just joked about it. So just going home that same night, and shoelaces outside of out of my sneakers. They cut my sweatpants, all that, because I had strings in it. I wasn't able to tell him that, but I felt like his presence was with me. Yeah. And, you know, and from that point on, you know, like I said, you know, God's going to put us through certain things for us to understand and learn from them, you know. So it's like God said, you know, he see me and he wants me to continue, to talk to the youth. But it's like you can't talk to the youth and get distracted by a female and just drug. Nah, you can't serve two purposes. So it's like, you know, right there I learned. And I was like, okay, cool. Now I'm going to use this as my testimony to, and you know, tell people like 15 seconds, just like that.
Sure.
15 seconds, but for sure, I definitely felt them right in that cell.
Do you feel like that was basically kind of, I feel like you kind of answered it a little bit, like that was a message from your brother, but not only to show you like what's on the other side of what you're doing, but also to probably remove certain people from your life. Yeah,
absolutely. I feel like everybody was there for me. Like, people went to the precinct looking for me, but females, I feel like females, a girl gonna come with a pretty face, but that don't mean she good in the inside, you know? Like, so I feel like it was like, cause she was about 5 feet. Yeah. She looked about 23 years old, like little 24, 20, I mean, skinny. As soon as I dropped the perks on her hand, big ass cops. Where you going? Yeah, put my cameraman, they arrested him. Well, they put him in handcuffs, you know, and just that whole process, just that whole experience, just being put in a van, and I'm hands behind my, like, damn, bro.
One thing I learned, right, since being home on my journey, is like, I feel, I get tested all the time, right? And I feel like similar to what you said, the only thing that keeps me going, honestly, and stops me from making certain decisions in life is my mans and them that's not here. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like it's and mainly my cousin, because when I used to talk to him and shit, like when I first came home, we used to have a conversation. I used to be like, yo, nah, I'm tired. Like, this is where he's like, yo, you doing good, bro. Like just keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna be good. Like, you feel what I'm saying? He was like, man, you all right. Like, you straight. Like, don't worry about it. Like, you feel me? Like, just stay focused and just keep doing it. Keep moving forward.
Keep
you feel
pushing.
what I'm saying? Don't focus on. So I feel like that made it a little easier for me personally. Like, I be feeling like it be times where people call me. Like, I get phone calls all the time to do the wrong thing. You feel me? Like, even opportunities, like, things come to me. Like, things just come to me. Like, but it's something that I want. You feel me? I want to get to where I'm going a lot faster. Way faster. Like, and the process hurts sometimes. You feel what I'm saying? Like, along this journey, like, the process hurt. Like, they be like, damn, I'm not living the way that I feel I should be living, or the way that I feel I'm deserving of living. And it's just like, I'm exactly where I need to be. You feel what I'm saying? Because I haven't finished touching the people who I need to touch before it's time to be able to elevate and be able to move forward. Like,
absolutely.
So I feel like it's definitely important to be able to stay focused and just there's gonna be a lot of things now. Personally, like just look at it. You posted something saying that you slept with 20 women.
joints, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You're in the city where there's not too much work going on. Like it is organizations out there, but the Bronx is like the worst part of New York right now.
Right,
you feel what I'm saying? All the drill rap and stuff like that. And you're in those communities doing positive things and changing the mindsets of what people make money off. So it's gonna be a lot of things that get thrown your way that to be able to distract
me and make me crash, and
everybody's watching. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody's watching. Everybody in here done seen you on social media. You in Newark, New Jersey right now, and people done seen you and aware of who you are. My cousin just told you, and like he stand for straight positivity. Everybody in this room push positivity. Like he got a clothing line. Is every step becomes elevated. So
I like that.
You got to surround yourself around people
that's like you.
Yeah, like they're pushing the same thing that you pushing. You feel what I'm saying? Like as you progressing and you moving forward in life and you changing the lives of others. You feel me? You also need people around you and support to be able to help to change your life. You feel me? To help you move forward, to be able to motivate you. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Like it's definitely a very important part of like changing direction. So as far as that, do you feel like you're shifting? You shifting as far as when it comes to change? Do you feel like you making a shift, or do you feel like you always been on like a positive road?
That's a great question. To answer the question, I feel like I've always been on a positive road. I've never drank the game. I've never ever been through something and seek to, for revenge. I always felt like, things happen, and this is God's plan. He's the creator of all creation. So, who are we to question God? No, But as far as, I'm not perfect. I've definitely done things, or even chilling around knowing this, I shouldn't be around this crowd, but it's like, nah, I'm gonna have a good time. They got the joints over there, like, about to pull up over. You know what I mean? So, I felt like I always had that mindset because, like, out of my mother kids, I'm the only one to go to college. Wanted to play basketball. Wanted to rap, pursue music, pursue YouTube, and I just feel like it's way more now.
Yeah.
I feel like it's way more now. So, and also you mentioned something as far as the direction, because I'm changing the mindsets of others, and I could be possibly taking, because if all these YNs, they call them, don't want to listen to drill rap no more, they're gonna be mad at me.
Nah, for sure.
And there's no pressure at all. And I'm gonna tell you why there's no pressure. It's because I'm not doing this for no clout, and I'm not doing this for no money. I'm doing this because I'm passionate about changing the community, and I'm seeing what my mom's going through, grieving, and I would never want another mother to go through what my mom's going through. So God forbid, I don't want to say this, but when it comes to what they call them activists, is like Malcolm X or whatever, they try to take him out. My son will go on YouTube right now and see his son see his father changing the community, impacting the youths. So it's like, God forbid, like I said, I don't ever, because I used to be scared of planes, and my aunt always said, for death, you would never be absent, you would never be late. So I walk around, and I believe in, I walk by faith, not by sight. So if I would rather, if it's my time to go, I would rather it be by impacting the community and doing something positive versus from another black man, because I said something about his dad and now he want revenge and he, so it's like, if that's what they want to do because I'm changing the mindsets and, and for their future kids or nephews and nieces, if that's what you want to do, they go ahead. You know what I mean? I came here, just my cameraman and my son, I don't want no people with no guns or, yo, bro, you the ticket, bro, because it's so many people now, yo, bro, walk around with security, bro, walk around. God is not going to put me in a situation. Before I even came here, I prayed.
No, for sure.
On my story before y'all called me, I prayed on my story, and now my decision making on Instagram is a lot different. I used to crash out and curse and this. Now it's like, nah, hold on. The youth is looking at me. They watching me. Parents is watching me. My decision making is way different now with everything. So
for sure. I respect that. Do you feel like as far as you learning a lot? I feel like you definitely learning a lot along your journey, right?
Yeah.
What do you feel like the most important thing it is that you learned so far? I know you just now starting your journey. 4 months, you accomplished a lot. Like you actually in the schools talking to the youth. You feel what I'm saying? Like you're direct, like you direct to your consumer. You feel what I'm saying? So that's super important. A lot of people end up getting stuck on social media, and you actually getting to impact them and allowing them to feel your energy by you being present. You feel what I'm saying? So you get,
I feel like when I first come into these schools, I'm always nervous.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. It's because, like, you know, at that age, you know, 17, 18, these is, you know, cause YNs. I don't know if they want to hear this. You know, a lot of the kids, they just being forced to listen to me because the teachers booked me, or the teachers wanted me to, you know, come and speak. So sometimes, like, you know, but when I go there and they know me from social media and they know me from, oh, now that's the dude that went viral from Talk to the, or now it's like, I feel way more comfortable, you know. So I just, like, it's because I always get asked this question, like, have somebody disrespected you yet? You know, when you was talking to the youth, have somebody, you know, threw a frank or said something wrong, like, I don't want to hear this, because a lot of these kids, like, their mindset is made, you know, like they see, you know, the OGs on their block or the people that's getting money, the drill rappers that's their age. It's like, nah, man, you coming in with sweats on, bro. Like, you know, you lit, but, like, I get lit quick about, you know, this and the ops, you know. So it's like, and I say this all the time, like, even if I don't impact everybody in the room, even if I get to one person, I did my job.
No, for sure.
I did my job, you know. So it's like, you know, I just use that as motivation, and, you know, and I'm honored. Absolutely, I'm honored.
Nah, for sure. I could relate to that. Sometimes I go to the alumni night and speak, and I actually lost it before. Like, from I opened my grandmother's birthday, January 11th this year. We opened my cousin's urn for the first time. You feel what I'm saying? He was cremated also.
You can open it. People open the urns?
Yeah, like, he got you see how they put y'all's and he got one big one. So,
yeah, we got the big one and we got individuals.
Yeah, we opened it to be able to put it into, like, necklaces for my grandmother and my uncle, and that affected me way more than I thought it did. I felt it. You feel me? Like, that night I had, like, a misunderstanding with a family member.
Yeah.
And then also, like, probably about 2 days later, I went to go speak, and these dudes are still incarcerated.
Right.
And I kind of lost it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, cause the dude kept talking, and I feel like I learned to process things. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, mentally, and be able to work through it mentally.
Yeah, mentally it's hard.
I might not get through it all the way. Like, you know, some people say depression is in the body. You feel it in the body and shit. So in my mind, I done worked past it, but I'm not really, I haven't healed through that process, so I feel it in my body. You feel me? And sometimes it can show up as, like, sickness, honestly. Like, you feel sick, you feel off, groggy, tired. You feel what I'm saying? Irritable. Yeah. And I told somebody in there, shut the fuck up. You feel what I'm saying? Because they kept over talking me, and it made me, like, I apologized to him and everything, though. Like, I apologize to him, you mean, as a man, but at the same time, it showed me as much work as I'm doing, like, as far as, like, being present and showing up, that at the same time, the work never stops. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm always going to have to continue to look within. Like, my uncle always said that. I'm always going to have to look within to figure out what it is that's wrong with me and how I can heal through that. Because when I show up for others, they receiving the energy that I'm putting out. I want to make sure that the energy that I'm putting out is the most positive energy. You feel what I'm saying? To where they can take that and be able to cultivate it the same like you did with your energy to be able to pour it into them. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like that shit mean a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, even my last, I was just speaking at a school, and it says, I read the comments today, but I seen it. I'm speaking. This was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
These kids is laughing at each other, just laughing. But I just zoned out. But like I said, coming into these schools and coming into speaking to people, I already have it in my head that a lot of these people's probably not gonna listen to me or understand or take in, or they might listen right here. But when I leave, it's like I'll be back to the bullshit. So they're laughing literally in front of me, but I don't know what it is. I guess I'm just so locked in and I'm blacked. I just never mind that, because the devil's trying to work. Because as God is trying to, you know, push you to do positive things and he wants you to serve him, the devil is never going to stop working.
Nah, for sure.
And I understand that. So it's like, nah, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. So as I'm speaking, I'm just like, all right, never mind that. I just block them out. And then notice towards the end, they just locked in now. They clapping for me.
Nah,
Sure. You know, so the devil tried to work. But God said, I'm always going to be stronger than you.
Nah,
you know, so he put his hands on me. And during that time, he allowed me to I don't know which story or which part of I was saying, but it got to them where it was like, all right, let me listen to them, let me pay attention.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
You got to them to be able to
get
an understanding. Like they understood something it was that you were saying.
Absolutely.
And, like I'm not gonna lie, when you talk though, like you super passionate, like about what it is that you're saying. And sometimes, like even me, I'm not even gonna lie, like I got introduced to you through my mother.
What?
Like honestly, like my mother sent me. She sent it to me, and I was watching. I was like, damn, he in there cursing like crazy. But this is where the human, like I'm human. You feel what I'm saying? So I was kind of judgmental. I was like, damn, he all cursing and shit. Then I'm like when I hit you up, I'm like. I kept like you pop up. I followed you. You feel me? Like, when my mom sent it to her, I followed you because I was like,
I had to follow you back to you.
I was like, he doing it. You feel me? It don't even matter. You feel me? Like I understand. Like it ain't about you doing the work.
Nah, of course,
so
absolutely.
I'm like, nah, he doing the work though. Like this boy really showing up. Then like I'm seeing you go through your emotions, like process your emotions in front of the world, and that shit touched me. It was like, damn, like so. Like at the same time, like when I had a conversation with somebody at my job, and I was like, damn, like I said, you think it worked? And he was like, yo, this what they need, like you feel me? He was like, bro, same like you just said, listening to drill rap, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like they used to that energy. So if you speaking with that energy on a positive note though, you feel what I'm saying? Just the energy that you putting out, the rowdiness and stuff that you putting out, like the intensity like that you putting out,
you gonna have
is going to grasp their attention and be like, damn, like like what he talking about? Like from the rip though, it's gonna be like understanding because this is what they listen to all day, every day. You feel what I'm saying? So
every single day.
Yeah, like so me personally, I feel like you can change your approach, but I feel like certain environments, like if you was to go into I feel like you should start talking to juvenile facilities too.
They be hitting me up. They definitely be. It be my DMs a lot.
The juvenile facilities,
I might flip a table or something. So they really not.
You could touch them. Like my uncle worked in the juvenile facility and he used to express. Like I was working for a nonprofit out here also with juveniles and who committed crimes and they was coming back into society and trying to do better. And my uncle, like something that my uncle always used to talk about was like that they're being misleaded. You feel what I'm saying? And the people who, a lot of the time, the people who they coming home to aren't telling them the right things. Like they're not passionate enough about telling them to do the right thing or telling them these stories. You feel what I'm saying? That they need to hear to be able to afford to click in the manner that they need to tell them. Usually they demanding something on them like, yo, boom, boom. You telling them through your experiences and a lived experience. Like you witnessed this throughout your brother's life. Like you feel what I'm saying? Now, and you experiencing it through taking a loss. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like there's a lot of people out here who don't know how to heal, who are unaware of how to heal. I feel like you're teaching them.
I'm teaching them. Just through my messages, my videos, crying online on social media. Meek Mill posted me crying. You know, and like I said, you know, my DMs so many. Me smoking on your brother, but none of that shit get to me. You feel me?
For sure.
You know, when I go live. Smoking on your brother, I just prayed for him. He stopped commenting. You know, so I'm just trying to show the world that, you know, it's okay to be vulnerable. You know, we live in a society where, you know, everybody expect, because we men, everybody is men, like, for us to just have it figured out.
No, for sure.
It's okay not to have it. It's okay not to be okay, you know? And I tell people this all the time, and I preach this. For females, they live life on the easy mode. Of course, you know, you got females that work a job, but as far as if they want to, you know, if they got a body, hair, you cute, you can post online and somebody will buy you breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Nah, for sure.
No matter how in shape we are as men or weight, unless nobody's gonna take us serious. You could look as good as hell, but unless you have your life figured out and you have things going for yourself, a woman is not gonna want to take you serious. So, you know, I'm showing people that, yo, I'm 30 years old and I'm crying on social media and I don't care who calls me, you know, soulful, pussy or any of that. You feel me? So it's like because we was never guided, or there's no journal manual to coping mechanisms or how to grieve. So I'm showing him like, yo, bro, cry, let it out.
Yeah,
let it out.
That's very important. I feel like I got a question for you, right?
Yeah.
I seen you said basically a friend of yours told you to record it, right? Was that hard for you? Like effort, like just to document you going through your your trauma, your trauma and stuff. Like, were you worried at first in putting that out to the world, like for them to be able to see you at your most vulnerable state?
So I was never scared to put out my vulnerable state. I was always scared for people to know who I am and who was my brother.
Yeah.
Because of the streets, I was always afraid to cause when he was alive, I was never really posting him because of the stuff that he was into. So now him passing is like, damn, I want to post my twin.
Yeah.
You know, but he's in so much stuff. But it got to a point where I'm like, yo, listen, that's my brother, bro. I love him. So it's fucking, I'm gonna grieve on the social media shit. I'm gonna make my videos, and instead of me just posting, you know, long live my brother, I'm gonna show people, you know, this is what happens when you live in that lifestyle. You're not only affecting yourself by getting arrested or God forbid something happen to you, everybody that love you is gonna be affected by it. You feel me? Sure. And I don't think people realize that. People don't realize, like, yo, bro, you're not only doing dumb shit to yourself, your mother's gonna grieve. Yo, your grandmother, my grandmother's old, and they gotta grieve and cry and all this stuff. You know, they got high blood pressures and all that, you know, so it's like, I show, vulnerability. And, at first it was difficult. Because it's like, damn, like, I want people to play with me, think I'm soft. But it got to a point where I'm like, yo, listen, God spoke to me, like, and I say this, I was lit on YouTube 6 years ago. I got deleted at 100K. And then I made another channel after leaving my baby mother. 3 years later, I got lit and got deleted again. The day before my brother passed, I got my channel back. That from 7 years ago. The day before he passed. So I was like, yo, bro, like, this is my purpose. I'm here for a reason. So it's like, nah, like, as far as showing vulnerability, I'm gonna cry forever. And that's why I said at the beginning, when I'm dealing with a female, she has to understand it doesn't make me less of a man because I'm crying at all. If anything, it makes me more of a man because I'm showing vulnerability.
Right. You're showing that you human. Honestly, like, if you could cry, I could cry.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's better for me to cry, like how you said earlier, than for me to go out and do the wrong thing.
Wrong shit.
So I got a question for you. I feel like you touched on it a little bit, right? For those people out there who have siblings, right, that may be doing certain things, you pointed out that you wasn't able to post your brother and because of certain things that he was doing in life and stuff like that. And the journey that you guys was on, 2 different journeys. For the youth that's out there that may be sitting down watching this, or even for the adults who don't know how to separate, how were you able to navigate through having a twin brother that and you guys are polar opposites, honestly. Like you guys are on 2 different journeys. How were you able to navigate through that and be able to not get involved in what it was that you had going on?
See him at family functions. If he on the block, I see him. We chop it up for a little bit. I'm out on the block for too long. Or like I said, with certain times where I'm like he on the block, I'm on the block. Fuck it, you know what I mean? But just like, it was hard, bro. It was hard because it's like, damn, I'm a twin and I'm lit on YouTube. I want to show my twin. I want to, like, it's hard. Like, like twin brothers, we don't look alike. We fraternal. I want to be able to post my brother like these other twins on social media. I want to be able to do the fun stuff, but he wasn't even a camera person. He wasn't on YouTube. He ain't with the videos. He's posting drill rappers and all that. So it's like, and it's like, damn, it's like you said something that stuck out. You said, if you was home, maybe you would have led him, in a different direction. I felt like this when as soon as he passed, I'm like, yo, bro, like, what if I would have made it sooner? If I would have made it as far as being a millionaire, and but my brother, he always would have came to the block. I see those all the time. Like, my brother would have had $1 million, but he gonna be on the block. He gonna chill on the block. He gonna bring the millions but he's gonna think, cause like, I got an AP on my wrist. I changed my. I mean, I ain't about to. I'm gonna think different. So he might be on the block, but he gonna think different. Like, as far as like, I ain't about to crash out.
It's gonna change the way you move.
Yeah, bro. So I said, fuck me up, bro. It's like, damn, maybe if I would have worked a little harder, or, but it's God. God, he got a way of, and I can't question him. I just know, like, I have faith, and I feel like if he want me to make it now after my brother passed, then that's what he want to do. You know, like we here to serve him. You know, so it's like, damn. But I was like, this G Herbo video I always post, like, and I felt it because it's like, no matter how much I accomplish in life, being here, being able to speak and people listen to me and getting millions and millions and millions of views and followers going up, and if I was to buy my mom's a house, I would never feel complete. I would never feel like, yeah, I'm doing it because my brother not here to really, you know, enjoy the fruits of labor, you know, and so it's like, shit, you know
I can relate to that, honestly. As far as I kind of feel like I was the brother, like when it come to me and my cousin, like we like brothers, man. I was the one that was outside. Like I was the negative influence, right?
Yeah.
So he played ball. My cousin was nice as shit. Like talking about in front of the newspaper, banging on niggas, all that, like really nice. And I feel like I was a negative influence, and like the things I was doing, I feel like I allowed for certain things to happen. As far as I take a lot of fault for the turnout because of the way that I was conducting myself. You feel what I'm saying? Rather than he was younger than me, so about a year. I should have followed him. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Rather than him following me. Yeah. I feel like he ended up following me to, you know what I mean, where he is now, like kind of because it led to him being outside. Like he ended up being outside, and like my cousin started getting a lot of money when I got locked up. But he was around so many people that I brung him around. Instead of embracing his old crowd, he ended up embracing the people that, you feel what I'm saying? So that's why when I was touching on energy, I know that it's real because as far as like when I was gone, I took on his energy and he took on mine because he was still in the world. You feel what I'm saying? And so he was trying to be more like me out here, and I was trying to be more like him behind there. So when we came home, we was polar opposites. When I came home, we finally got back together. We were polar opposites. You feel what I'm saying? To the point to where it reversed. You feel what I'm saying? Him certain things and ended up being too much for him. Like living the way that I was living, I feel like it was too much a little bit as far as because he was pure. My cousin was pure, good heart. Always know how to be there, like you feel what I'm saying. He light the room up, like similar to how you are, bro. When you walk into the room, my uncle said that when he seen me. I feel like that's you feel what I'm saying, and that's who he was. He was a light. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like certain things that I may have exposed him to while we was younger may have dimmed this light. You feel what I'm saying? Rather than me embracing the journey that he was on, and we could have been in a totally different situation. But like how you said, it's the cutter is written. But it definitely bothers me now that he can't see how well I'm doing. Like when he was here, he definitely used to always tell me like, yo, bro, like I'm proud of you. You feel what I'm saying? Like you really switched your whole thing up. Like, and sometimes I have flashes, but being able to pick up that phone and make that call when I do accomplish little things or when I meet certain people, like I might be in a room. What excites me now, like if I'm in a room with somebody who owns a nonprofit, it moves me. Like it be like, yo, bro, like somebody introduced me, like I actually shook this boy's hand, like more than a celebrity. Like I'm not really too excited about celebrities, but it's like the people who are impactful in the communities and like really doing the work. That's what I want to do. So being able to actually come in contact and meet these people who are changing the communities, like it's like me meeting a celebrity and I can't pick up the phone and call him. Similar to what you said, I can't pick up the phone and call him and be like, yo, Cutto, guess who? Like I just met this boy, I got this at the third going on. Like now I feel like I'm speaking on deaf ears, like to a point to where he was the closest person to me. So whether he want what I want or not, as far as like he's gonna accept what I want for myself. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like I want to see you there. You feel me? Like I want to see you where you see yourself. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like not a lot of people. I feel like my uncle probably like the only person that I could really have a conversation. Like not even my mom understands that. You feel what I'm saying? So I definitely find myself sometimes. I might go to Philly and meet some people and stuff like. And when I come home, like the females don't do it for me. You feel what I'm saying? Like I did a lot of time, so I don't really run. When I first came home, no, I'm gonna keep it real. Like I was 6.5. So when I first came home, I got locked up when I was 21. Came home 27, like about to turn 28, and meeting certain people, like the females. When I first came home, like I was definitely like I was looking for a relationship because when I was home, I was the polar opposite. Like I wasn't really for that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I try to like. I was taking my cousin, like a lot of things that he was doing, like
settling down.
I was taking it on, like damn, like he always in relationships and shit like that. Yeah. It worked for him. You feel what I'm saying? Like damn, let me come home, let me try to lock in. And they used to always tell me like, I would have saved you, bro, if you would have locked in.
Locked in with a joint, for sure.
Similar to what you said, bro. I'm vulnerable. I cry. I express myself, and I do the work constantly. I feel like a lot of people who not doing the work and constantly working on themselves and constantly growing every day don't have an understanding for that. So they like the short fuse on that. You feel what I'm saying? It could come off as judgmental. What do you feel about that as far as you doing the work now? How are you taken by some of your friends now that you switch lanes, like you're not really on trying to be funny on social media, or like you're serious about helping and giving back. You feel what I'm saying? So what's been a separation from some of your friends that haven't really been on the same note or kind of still on what they used to be on? It's not negative, but it's just different.
So for like anybody that I'm cool with, they on the same shit I'm on. Like they everybody's, because I don't keep a big circle. You know, my friends is like, I can name 5 people, that's it. So each person that I'm with, like we not no crash outs, we fathers. All of them got more kids than me. You know, I only got one. But as far, I feel like for the most part, I feel like it's the girls that don't understand. I feel like even, you know, past relationships, I feel like, you know, when I make these videos and crying online, maybe it's just me, but I feel like because of how I left each relationship, they made it seem like I was a bit. I could curse on it. Like I was a bitch ass nigga. Yeah. You know, and leaving the relationships, you know, sometimes I felt like a bitch ass nigga.
Oh, for sure.
So now it's like crying online is like, I feel like if anybody that's have that kind of like, you know, that mindset of me is, but then it's like at the same time, it's like hopefully they understand, like, you know, I just lost my brother, you know, but for the most part, like, that's why I feel like it's important just to keep up people that around you that understands, and even if they lost people, so I don't chill with 7 people, 8 people, 10 people, it's like about 4 to 5 people, and all of them understand, you know, I could call them up and I could cry to them on the phone, or, but it's just, I haven't gotten to that point where I like to cry to myself, you know, I can't cry on the phone. If I'm having a conversation, even now I might cry, you know, but as far as, you know, people seeing me and like, oh, bro, this nigga mood changed, it's like, y'all not the people for me.
No, for
and that's why the community and the youth get so fucked in the mind, because it's like, instead of going the way you want to go, you'll try to get accepted and you know, from the wrong shit, you know. But you know, I guess this come with maturity, because I've been through so much in life, and they 17, 18, little crash outs, and you know, they still using mommy money and shit, so they gotta hit the block and do it. It's a little bit different, so I understand it too, you know. I understand, and it's going, you know, because respectfully, us men, we have to go through adversity. It builds characteristics, you know, it builds us. So y'all wouldn't be speaking to the young Moo now if I didn't go through them heartbreaks, if I ain't spend 5 years in the gym and developing myself to become a high value guy. I was a crash out. If my brother would have passed 5 years ago, I would not be doing what I'm doing right now. But because through these heartbreaks and through these past traumas and getting kicked out of cribs and sleeping in cars, and no matter what I studied in the gym, no matter what I'm studying and what it is to be a masculine man, God prepared me all of these years for my purpose right now, and that's exactly how I feel. Absolutely, you know.
So what he telling the listeners, like, and a lot of things that he just said, he's telling you to stay focused. You feel what I'm saying? Through all your adversity, it's gonna make you stronger, and it's gonna build you up to be a better man. My last question before we wrap up right here is, I see that you deleted all your recent videos off of off your YouTube and stuff like that. What is it that you feel, what is the message that you want to get across and get to the youth? And how do you want them to receive that message?
So, like recently I was in a relationship and we was doing pranks. I'm screaming, I'm cursing, I'm throwing things, I'm breaking monitors, I'm doing a bunch of crash out shit. So it's like now, like I said, like forget the views. I was getting paid off these videos. I said, forget the views, forget the money. When people put in Young Moo, I want y'all to see positive. I want y'all to see, you know, he's impacting the youth. He's impacting, you know, the community. He's speaking words of wisdom to people. You know, he's in these schools. He's on podcasts. You know, he's uplifting people, the youth, you know, the adults. So it's like, I can't be the same person, you know, on, you know, speaking in the schools, but then you put in my name and you see, you know, thumbnails of a girl, you know, with her cheeks out and, you know, just trying to clickbait it, you know, for views and, you know, clicks and likes. So it's like, all right,
for sure.
Forget the views. God, if I continue, it's no, because that was my biggest problem. You know, I've been wanting to stop this shit, but I'm like, nah, my views is gonna drop. And when you getting views, millions of views, especially after a breakup, you don't want to go down. You don't want to, like, you want to shake. You want to, like, nah, she gonna think like, yeah, because I left her, you know, I'm not getting no views. So that was the main thing going through my head. So I had to really pray and, you know, talk to God, like, yo, God, if I keep going, God is gonna, it's gonna happen. Even if it happens slow, it's going to happen. You know, so for all the youths that's watching me, even if, you know, drill rap is very common, so you're gonna get views because you're smoking on dads. You're seeing him smoking on dads. But because, you know, you got the ops watching, you got your block watching, and you got the cops watching.
For sure.
That's 3 different groups watching. So you're gonna get views. It's inevitable. You're gonna get views. But if you do something positive, it might take a little bit, some time, but it's gonna happen. Just be consistent and hard work, and it's gonna happen.
Definitely. It's definitely a lot harder doing the right thing, but once you make the transition, you will see results.
Absolutely.
Just stay focused and stay driven, stay motivated. And same when you said, allow it to build your character, to allow you to be the best version of yourself, and to make the people around you better. You feel me? And to make them the best version of themselves. And once y'all come together and collaborate, y'all be able to build up and be able to create better communities, better environments for us to be able to raise our kids, better environments that we were raised in, and healthier households. You feel what I'm saying?
Really
this episode was healing and building with Young Moo, Jaren.
Jaren.
You feel me?
Jaren, you know. Absolutely.
I want to shout out to your brother. Rest in peace to Jaron. Rest in peace to Sadid. Rest in peace to Nyriq Hunter. Rest in peace to Hanson Gore. And, I appreciate all the viewers out there for watching, and to everybody out there who has lost a loved one or a friend. We trying to kind of giving y'all the blueprint to be able to heal and grow through those losses, and be able to stay focused and get what you truly want out of life, not what others want for you.
Yep. And heal, you know, go through that pain. Go through that pain. It's okay. You're going to be all right. Just allow yourself to feel those emotions. That's it. You know?
I appreciate you, bro, on everything.
You said, say it again?
How do they reach you if they want to check you?
Young Moo everywhere. Just YOUNG space MOO. Young Moo. I'm everywhere. You just put that in, you're going to see me. Instagram, YouTube, everywhere.
You can follow us at Ascended Masters Podcast, Ascended Masters Podcast on Instagram and Facebook, all platforms, TikTok, and we sponsored by ESB. Every Step Become Elevated. You could go to their website too. Every Step Becomes Elevated. ESBE. Each Step Becomes Elevated. ESB Clothing on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Go follow us and go check us out, man.
Let's go. Of course.
Good job.
Of course, man. Pleasure. Of course, bro. Pleasure, bro. I love that. That's the best one I had so far, bro. I enjoyed this call, bro.
Ascended Masters Podcast.